Hello, and indeed my friends, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on building in Studio, Roblox Studio. I will put a download link in the description on how to access this in due time. So first, let's get rid of these very stupid tools because, let's be honest, who likes the new tools? Now, if you've entered the game in Roblox Studio, you may notice up right here there is this icon which is an orange wrench and a blue wrench. That's your toolbox. You're going to want to open that up. Now if you've opened it up, you may notice there's a space now that appeared on the side of the screen, which is the inventory space and search bar. You can use this to take free models, which do not use, please. With this tool, it allows you to be able to go through the models you've made and actually put them inside of the game, like this one. I made this a long time ago for a special game I made. It's pretty basic, just use the C-frame tool. Now, I would recommend you go to free models and you insert an object named build tools. Anything. Literally, it does not matter. Just look one up in the free models. Since the old ones are a lot easier to work with, they may not be for you, but I've used them for years, and I've been using these ever since around 06 or 07. Now that we have this tool out, this is a special GI that someone made, which is actually fairly nice. Now all you have to do is you go to Roblox sets and then go down to bricks, and now you can insert any brick, because the most important tool I'm going to show you, the anchor tool. It looks like a block, a line, a straight line with kind of small lines coming out of it. It will outline saying anchor when you select it. Now you'll notice whenever you put it over an object, you'll see it has this anchor on it. And when it's not hitting if it's hitting something that's, the base plan, it says it is anchored, which means it will not move. Physics do not apply. On this, it does apply, but when I click on it, physics do no longer apply, which is fairly useful for moving contraptions. Now let's work with what I like to call arrow tool. I know that sounds so weird. When you use it, you'll notice that the object you clicked now has small yellow or orange spears coming out of them, which now you can control in the directions by just pulling on the arrow. It's that simple. And now you can make more direct and accurate moving. So you don't have to move it all yourself with the arrow tool. The arrow tool is still useful at times. It takes way less time. Now let's work with the resize tool, which is the square with 4 small blocks on it. You'll notice that there's 6, and I said 6 balls on it. And now you can change the size to whatever size you want. So let's see, let's say like this big. Let's build a room. This is going to be a room I'm going to use for Gryills and Gryills. Now that I've made it, now I'm going to show you something vital. You may have noticed it is now a different texture. It's now using a mesh. Meshes are things that transform the shape of an object. See how this circle is a circle? It's because there's a mesh on it. A mesh will transform any block to allow it to have different appearance. This has no effect on physics whatsoever. It just makes the block look different. But circles, these were put into the game by the editors, which means the meshes have physics, allowing to have normal ones unanchored to be able to roll. To be able to access this mesh, all you have to do is go into Insert while you're selecting the object and go to Object, and then there's many options. There's fire, you can do anything you want. And then you can change the mesh. I'll give you a few examples. Now we have block, cylinder, and special. Special is actually the same mesh you use on your head. And this is fire and sparkles. And there's also one more known as smoke, which allows you to be able to make kind of the same texture as fire, except it's a lot larger and less violent. It doesn't produce that much. I just knocked that over. Now here's just an example of what you can make with all the things we've learned. And now last but not least, now let's make it into a free model. All we have to do is use the arrow tool, click, hold, and move it over all the objects. Now that we've selected it, now we go to where the arrows are. You'll see this arrow going to the left and then one going down. Or on the left of it, you'll see one that does undo or redo. Click the one that shows objects going together, and you'll group it. Now that we've grouped it, go to File and Publish to Roblox.